Man, 2K, man, watching on stage shit is just so pitiful, bro.
Helping off these ugly ass niggas, bro. No jump there. I didn't shoot it.
Oh, Tez, like online. Said you playing online.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports.
What's up, they my boy?
Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous Alexander defending.
What's up, Meek? Been waiting on the streams.
Right side Brown.
Yeah.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Good. And Brown gets the assist. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Here's Tatum. The Thunder making their last shot. And finished off by Tatum.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Boston pulls it in.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
What hard work from Tatum inside.
That's
what it takes to find his shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him.
You must be out fun last night, huh? I see that short, but that shit funny as hell.
Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jalen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, BA.
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Boston now. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken.
That's
just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Holmgren.
Can't leave it alone.
5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous Alexander.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Shots blocked. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And stolen by Brown. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Holiday surveying the floor. Porzingis high post. And stolen by Holmgren. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And Gilgeous Alexander missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Thunder trail by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Dort outside. And here's Hartenstein. Hartenstein a screen. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Horford. Pass to Porzingis. Now White. And he buries his...
Don't worry, G-Mark. Them 100's coming out real soon.
First look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Dort. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a tie ball game.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Celtic substitution, number 0, Jason Tatum.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
And stolen by Williams. Caruso outside. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Boston on offense. On the wing, Holiday. From behind the arc. He can't hit that time. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Porzingis with the block. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
The Celtics,
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
For what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Outside Tatum. He takes it in. They kick it out to Porzingis. Clock at 4.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. It's good. He has 7.
Is it just me, or does it seem like Jason Tatum is comfortable anywhere on the hardwood?
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Boston trailing. Outside Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Not enough on that one as it misses. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Yeah, that's some flashy stuff from Holiday. I mean, those moves give confidence that carry over into your shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Tatum like a freight train coming. The open shot, White. Money from the wing. White's gotten his second bucket.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Inside.
Hurt yourself,
Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Back to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Dort. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, D.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Who the fuck is this kid?
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Again, Oklahoma City.
I ain't underestimating nobody. It's just who the fuck is this kid?
Has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's the teardrop.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice shot by Brown.
Okay, little boy.
Defense, but Brown, he's just too good and just continues
Damn.
all the way through.
Here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort.
Because his parents not raising him well, that's why.
With the steal. Up top, Brown.
Oh.
Pass to Porzingis. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front, up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Thunder trail by 5. Just 5 on the clock. From the from range.
John, what's the word, my boy?
This is too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch?
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Tatum on the take. Rejected by Holmgren.
Enjoying this break from 2K until the new season starts.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Jordan's back to the new season start. Shit, I don't blame you, folks.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian is being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Thunder trail by 6. Goes up. The shot by Dort, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Holiday. Now Tatum. Back to Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
Now here's Williams. Defended by Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside.
My team can switch on to D-Rob if necessary. What do? I get a steal and a jump ball. These are the types of things that can change. Just mixing up my looks. Right now he's got way too many people on that side of the court. But you saw I brought my Brandon Roy over. So just notice the rotations. Okay, so I throw my Gary out of the play. He's fine still. Because I can, chase him down here. And so I'm fine. Now I notice he's going to have, 3 guys all on this side of the court. So I'm going to blitz middle with Gary, right? Because I'd rather him go to the right here than the left. Blitz middle with Gary. Make him go to the right. Now the floor is so compact here. I honestly don't need this rotation, but with where John Wall is at, it's going to be a long pass over here. So I make the rotation because I'm like, if he sends a back cut, I want to be there. Now, out of this rotation, you know where he's throwing the ball. And so I'm already knowing he's throwing the ball to Brandon Roy. I'm stepping up with Hakeem, X-switching, and then my Brandon Roy is already back to the court. Okay? It's a simple rotation, but it just takes him out of everything he wants to do offensively. He shoots it tight because he's rattled. And guess what? On the other end, we get a wide open corner 3 with Giannis. Now, after I get the corner 3, I'm back up with Gary Payton, pressing him once again, just making him slightly uncomfortable. Probably should have reached there if I reached there to steal. But notice again, I X-switch even when you don't think it's necessary. My opponent's pausing the game because he's mad that I'm quote-unquote off-balling. But this is what I'm talking about. When I tell you guys that off-ball takes way more skill than on-balling, I mean it. He hit it tight. It happened, right? It's the game we play. But I'll take that on every single defense possession. I make another shot, and we're back on defense. Again, he's trying to run this play. You got to jump at it occasionally. Notice the rotation. Okay, this is one of the plays that I really want to highlight because I do a lot on this play. Okay, because my Brandon Roy is out of position here, and again, I don't want to give up 3s. So if all else fails and I jump here with Wemby and I give up a 2, that's fine. But notice after I jump, where my Hakeem is at. Okay, I notice my Hakeem, if I switch to him and hold X, can guard D-Rob on the roll. So I do that, he pops, but then we're still fine. Now, my last X-switch honestly wasn't necessary at all. But I X-switch accidentally again, but it's fine. We're running across the court, but it's fine. I'll give up the occasional.
Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. It'll be the Hornets off the tip. Ball outside. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want
What
to start
is
the
that?
clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Oh. Okay, he don't know what that shit is either, folks. What you talking about? Who playing with, folks?
Calling timeouts, and it is what it is. But hey, man, don't hate me. You can hate the game, but don't hate me. Another possession here. He gets a wide open.
You thought he was gonna know what that shit is too?
His shots with Victor Wembanyama, because a guy like my opponent is gonna be boxed, and when people are boxed, that's what they go and do. They try to, just get the ball to Wemby and cheese with it.
Do you know what Baba's is, nigga? I did.
We've got quite the matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
NBA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
There's Ball with a three. They get it again. And Nurkic throws it down.
And on the glass, Nurkic makes it look easy, using his reach to snatch the ball and get a shot of his own.
Yeah. Where'd you go? To the gym, nigga?
Ooh, stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Bridges with it. Wiggins with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, how about the aggressiveness of Andrew Wiggins? So good at
Oh, turn this bitch to a daycare center.
Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Oh, phone them. Oh, got this bitch sound like the daycare center, folks.
High percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
That's old little brother.
Here's Hero.
That's old little brother.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Thought you went to sleep, buddy.
Last season, retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, he went to this organization off the floor was just as important.
And the shot goes.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around
just
physical
a little
defenders.
Shit. Now here's Hero. The rebound by Bridges.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
The three from Ball. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat on offense. Trailing by two. Hawkins, that's good.
When he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just
Nigga say, where's your dad?
Seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Oh, man.
Now by Ball.
Nah, I'm good for that, Nico. I'm good for that, Nico. I'm good for that.
And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Smith outside. From downtown. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Here's Ware. And there's a pick. Kicks it to Hero. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Ball. Hero, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. When I asked him about Yusuf Nurkic, he noted how physical he was, and he said to me, we need to focus on boxing him out and not letting him get offensive
you kiss your mother with that
Our guys
fucking
need
mouth?
to play with toughness tonight. It seems like there will be plenty of action on the glass tonight, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Yo, where Ninja, bro?
Fuck that kid. Fuck that kid.
He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate. Now you want to get him.
Somebody gonna have to say it.
Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Hero for three. There's 48 seconds.
You in the party with grown men, though.
And so the ball out of bounds. Hero touched it last.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Inside.
Go get a job before we all run a train on your mama, nigga.
Salon, no good.
Yo, Gino, we gonna run a train on your mama, nigga. I'm going first.
Wiggins outside. Over ball. It's rebounded by Salon.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he
God
needs to
damn.
make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Gets the three to fall.
Hell no, your ass gonna be dead when you graduate. I ain't gonna be dead shit.
And here's Hero. Here's Jaquez. On target from range. Jaquez has got 6.
I thought he's running with that toxic dude.
He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
That's Mario, boy. Oh, bro, he's running with Mario yesterday, I think.
All right, folks, stop bullying this little nigga,
Thanks
folks.
again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've done a great job of
Wait, so y'all playing with this dude or what?
Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Oh.
Now here's Adebayo. No points so far. And they call.
Bro, stop yapping before we run the train on your mama,
was
nigga.
leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know,
You heard me, you little shit. You gonna run a train on your mama.
But boy, the official all over it.
Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Hook loose. And here's the fast break. Here's Simpson. Banked it in off the glass.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize.
Pull out their kid up on the internet, bro.
Are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Who let their kid get up on the internet, folks? This why you don't let kids get on the internet, folks. This right here.
Like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks. They've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Down low. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks.
You 8 years old saying that, bro? What the hell?
He on y'all ass, folks. He gonna beat y'all
this
ass.
is the I ain't gonna lie, we are a cult society, though. This is the new gen.
Stocks per game.
Where you black? I thought you sounded white to me.
You're a passionate NBA fan. You are so excited about these two young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis.
You got a white old man as your profile.
I told y'all we fucked.
Is that your daddy?
Wow.
Damn, typical.
Wow. Keep that shit to yourself, brother.
Nah, chill.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The kick out to Williams.
Nigga, aren't you like
Shot
fucking
clock at
3'5", nigga?
Puts up a deep three. Another shot with 1 on the clock. And Williams punches it home.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Adebayo, good look. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down...
Wait, hold on, bro. This nigga was born 17,
Bam
16?
Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers.
Oh, man. What the fuck?
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ.
Oh, man.
And he's a
This nigga was
big.
born...
That's huge in today's game.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
But you was born like the best year though, 2016.
The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If y'all ain't playing with this kid, he's gonna have to go.
And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations.
I don't feel comfortable with 8-year-old in the party, man.
Here's Hero. After the basket by Charlotte. The 3 is up. Adebayo, no good.
Who's a pedophile, nigga?
7. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Simpson. Doesn't go that time. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Wiggins looking around.
But you sound white though. Ain't no way you black.
Adebayo sets a screen to the left wing. From 18 feet away. Hero, no good. Bridges with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Deflected. And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here.
Wait, it's almost time to clock out. You on the game. Yeah.
There's a minute 47
How
left
come you don't
to play
got
in
school?
the first half of basketball. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6.
Why you don't got school?
Rebound by the Heat.
Why you
In
off of
recent
school?
seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Now here's Nurkic. Pass to Bridges. For 3, Smith. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Itaquez on the wing.
3 times 3 is not 6, by the way. Yeah,
From the top of the key. Here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. Now Hero. Hounded by Ball. To stop the drought. No good that time. Hornets
Man, I remember them 8-year-old jokes. Some shit was ass. Damn.
32 seconds left in the first half.
This nigga old funny.
Nurkic high post. Bridges. Good D by Adebayo. And it's Miami's ball. Pass to Ware. Here's Adebayo.
How you even got a P5?
Now Ball. Screen by Bridges.
I was surprised a kid, or 8-year-old, is even playing 2K. What the hell? I didn't know y'all still existed.
7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to
That's
own
sad.
the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word.
You start at 5?
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. 7-point differential.
God damn, nigga. Get off the game.
Pass to Adebayo. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. Adebayo's got 5 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now Ball. It's blocked. Adebayo with it. He's got 5. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers. They don't commit cheap fouls.
So you be having fun on this shit, huh? Oh, man, I can't believe you'll be having fun on 25, bro.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drive.
So you must be having fun on 25. This game is so ass. Oh,
but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Well, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
They set the pick.
Man, that nigga trash, man. This little nigga trash.
Lets the 3 fly. Fires in the
all of us in this party can beat you, nigga. You suck. You're 8 years old.
First point to the game on the deep ball.
You didn't even got the mental capacity to guard me, nigga.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's where.
You'll find it when you're older.
Nurkic with some nice D.
You'll find it when you're older, bro.
Smith left side. Bridges outside.
So you must think. So you like 25? You think this shit fun?
Trail by 3. Wiggins outside.
Damn, like he actually think this game fun. So this is the niggas that be spending money on 2K. 8-year-olds asking for their mom and shit. Damn.
Give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Well, you love the activity out there.
Damn, you old as hell,
busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Bridges. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Hornets lead by 3.
I'll tell you, if you're
man, no, I'm not, nigga. Fucking 19.
Inside when you get them.
It's Wiggins on the wing.
Yo, all right, relax, buddy.
Here's where. Here's Jaquez. Rebounded by Nurkic. Charlotte leading by 3.
So you be watching like speed and shit. You watch speed.
Yusuf Nurkic often is the biggest.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He watches. He watches speed.
But Nurkic is an old school big, and he is a force.
Oh my god. He watches speed. Of course he watches speed.
Because of his skill as a passer and a finisher.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
And Charlotte making a change here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Ball. Out to Bridges.
Yeah, he finna start saying that word now. Shit.
Rebound Miami.
Yo, mama, what's dick riding?
Now here's Rozier. Outside Love. No good. That would have tied it. Up top Ball.
Critter.
To the inside.
I mean, he's fake though.
And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
Here's Mitchell. Comes up empty down low. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Heat trail by 5. 29 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Highsmith. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Miami shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Pass to Williams. And he gets the bucket. Williams has got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside for Love. And And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Charlotte on top. They're up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Oh, my shit's... Oh, you know what that means. Hey, you be back at midnight.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Heat trailed by 4. Pass to Adebayo. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
What a clever pass by Seth Curry. Watches closely for those developing opportunities.
And he dunks it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Williams on the wing. Pass to Diabate. Back to Williams. Up and in on the layup. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Adebayo with it. Yes! And the foul! It's going to go on Josh Green.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And here's ball. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Over to the wing. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Bridges. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Ooh, the superb athleticism of Miles Bridges just creates so many challenges for the defense, particularly when he gets inside.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Hero with the bucket. Hero's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Nurkic. Smith outside. Back to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Now Hero. And here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Bridges. And Adebayo slams it in.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
Green, a screen. Minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to ball. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
LaMelo living the life. That is a big-time bucket. Go ahead.
Hero with it. Pass to Ware. Outside Jaquez. Here's Ware. He's guarded by Bridges. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Back to ball. Outside, Green. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. .07 left in the fourth quarter. Up top ball. Rebound Miami. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
And talk about coming up clutch. This is why Bam gets the ball in these moments.
Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
One of the reasons the scouts loved Wiggins, he always finds a way to deliver in big-time moments.
Pass to Bridges. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Nurkic. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
They had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
Tapping in yellow heart.
What? Yeah. What a fucking appropriate relationship, buddy. Whoa. Damn, she bad.
We've got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Utah Jazz. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here's Clarkson. Outside for Sexton. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. You know, Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Here's Smith. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Ball no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Clarkson for 3. And it's the Hornets ball. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
Here's Sexton to the right side. Pass to Markkanen. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Count that one.
Looking strong. Clarkson gets great elevation on that jumper.
Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. It's good. Clarkson's got 7.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Bridges outside. The shot. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Utah trailing here.
On the pole.
Right side, Sexton. Now Clarkson. He has 7. Over Green. Clarkson missing again.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
It's Nurkic, top of the key. It's good.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Deep 2 from Ball. They kick it out to Green. To the inside. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Here's Kessler. Still scoreless. Bridges with the steal. Here's Ball. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time for Martin. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Big fella running the floor. I love it. Markkanen showing you he can be determined to beat everybody down the floor.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Bridges outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Clarkson right side. Kessler, the screen. Unloads. The shot by Clarkson, no good. They kick it out to Green. Ball feeling it out a bit. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Ball's got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Curry on the wing. Sexton grabs the board. Jazz trailed by 7. Floats one to the left side wing. Potter. And he's good on the 3-ball. Potter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guys, there are some you can give that.
GN little brother.
But let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Clarkson outside.
Hornets foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
On the shot clock. And it's good. 2 points. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
With the step back. Williams up on top. Back to Curry. Charlotte moving it around. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Charlotte leading by 4. With the crossover and the dunk by Smith.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Lets a floater go. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
To the paint. Here's Bridges. Sexton grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside, Martin.
Typical.
George looking around. The Hornets pull it in. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Is on Colin Sexton. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of this game. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game now.
You cannot give Markkanen room to shoot from the mid-range. I mean, he's capable of dropping these in bunches.
And it's Ball penetrating. .137 left in the first half. Double team on Nurkic.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here's Charlotte. Pass to Diabate. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And George gets it to go.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Diabate. Smith right side. Here's Nurkic. Left side, Ball. Back to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Nurkic has got 6.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Pass to Markkanen. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. 19 seconds left here in the second. George with the steal. And the foul called on Isaiah Cowley. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Count it. He's got 10.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Gets it off. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Hornets leading by 6. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
Picked by Markkanen. Down low. And Markkanen throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to Markkanen.
You don't have to like lead the party to go to game.
Outside for George. Clock at 4. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Shots good by Clarkson.
The total answer for this team. Clarkson on one tonight.
Bridges outside. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
I used to like not play the game. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Pass to George. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
Fucking little shit. Oh my god, if someone came there like figured it out, you'd be so fucking happy.
Smith on the wing. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range. Smith's got 7 points.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Outside, Markkanen. A fader. And they pick up 2. 8 points for him.
And Markkanen has a beautiful stroke. Superb at getting himself squared up and then quick with the release. He fires it right away. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Markkanen down low. And he banks in the layup. Markkanen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Here's Clarkson. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up with the Charlotte Hornets. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So it'll be LaMelo Ball shooting. Keontae George picks one up. The Hornets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Clarkson outside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Pass to Diabate. Now Nurkic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Nurkic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Stolen by Ball. Drops in the breakaway layup. Ball's got 17 now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Here's George.
Michael still got a whole nother album. I'm not deleting this shit anymore. This shit takes forever.
They're on a 16-6 run. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Nurkic.
And get out of the way. Nurkic drives with tremendous physicality.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Clarkson outside. Over Bridges. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
Oh, no. God, man.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jazz trail by 17.
Why are you going to bed, though, man?
Outside, Sexton. Kessler, the screen.
You got a bad time, bro. How you got a bad time at 8?
Sexton's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Jazz.
I ain't nothing to be proud of, big bro. You need some structure in your life.
Here's Curry. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Hornets lead by 17.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Nigga.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Sexton attacking. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets
has
really improved.
Pick by Williams. It's Curry outside. Kept alive. And the slam by Williams.
So if I kick you, you're going to go to bed. That's a deal.
There. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And Sexton slams it in.
And using the quickness to his advantage there. Sexton getting some momentum behind him so he can put that one down.
Good work defensively by Martin. Jazz trailed by 15. From deep. Bridges with the board. And so it's Charlotte with it. Here's Curry. Pass to Diabate. He gets that one.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Sexton on the wing. The 19-foot shot. And again, it's Utah. Hornets leading by 15. At the top of the key, Bridges. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Drills it from outside. Sexton's got 11 in the second half.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Simpson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First one falls for him. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And Kessler throws it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Ball slams it in.
I'll tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Sexton for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Ball. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Count it, good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Charlotte.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LaMelo Ball.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. 15-point game. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Potter with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
He gets it in there.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Trash.
Deep two from Ball. No good. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
I'm not looking at the floor in the slightest. And I am picking up a floor gun over my loadout. Hello?
Oh man, I'm not trying to.
My dog.
All that money Black Boy Max got in the Faze house or wherever they live. The niggas is lagging. Fucking dog shit and worthless. This nigga Agent playing fucking Assassin's Creed. And the game is garbage anyway. It's crazy how far Agent came though. Yeah. Let's watch that nigga play fucking 2K. Yeah, it was garbage. Mm-hmm. Fucking trash. But he's got a sound for it. Yo, why does Steve Ronaldo have a fucking fucking mom haircut? No.
Bro, we don't even know what tree it went past. I very possibly created that one.
Sure, if he grows a beard, he gonna look comp though. I think he has a beard though. It looks like he shaves it. He does.
Yeah, because, bro, it's gone. Very gone forever. Oh, so we're giving up that easy. Wanna look around for this? Yeah.
When Jason, whatever that other dude is, Jason the Weenie, like the same height. Man, he gets girls. They're like the same height.
Right next to the tree, we know where it's at. We can get it. Bro, I've been here before. Like on the street. You get an expensive drone when you order one? Same one.
I don't see how people could just sit down and watch people fucking talk in a fucking car. Oh, you people have no lives. I mean, I guess.
I'm saying the app has GPS.
What?
Download app to track. You didn't fucking register it.
Yeah, but they actually like talk about subjects and shit. These people just fucking out do random shit.
Damn, that does go farther.
And I don't watch podcasts. Exactly.
That does go way farther.
Exactly what it means.
Alright. Progress is here. Take this dude out because I don't have time. Oh, that's a fire. Oh shit, his stick goes back. Wait, can I just shoot it again?
I'm Dante, dude. So lucky. Just plays story games and then uploads it to YouTube and gets fucking 500k views. Fucking 2-hour long videos. Fucking faggot, bro.
Oh my god, he's still not dead.
And then he streams to like 5k freaking viewers. Like, you're just never bored.
What up, brother? Wait for this bell shit, man. Nah, I got 400 lag outs. What's that, Wesky? Shit, you need to just lay down. And if you knew it was good for you.
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. On the wing, Giddey. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Now Middleton to the middle. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease. I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Well, one of the more explosive players and silky smooth Poole finding a way to get to the rim.
You know, Brent, the Wizards had a very tough 23-24 campaign, didn't they?
Very difficult for everybody, their fans, their ownership, and their coaching staff, which changed last year. Just 15 wins, a record low for a very prideful
Defensive foul.
Man, that is impressive stuff from Poole with that body control after the contact and still getting it off.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Here's White. Lays it up and banks it in.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Assisted by.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. White, wide open, he fires. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got 7 points in the game.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Middleton.
2 minutes.
That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Giddey. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
Wizards making a switch here. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there. And that's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
Down low. Pass to Vucevic. Pick by Vucevic. Giddey, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can't just stop
when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 11 points.
Those are 2 tough points from Poole. Great to see him mixing it up down low.
Here's White. Rebound by the Wizards. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Middleton. Outside to Brogdon. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
A good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
Here's Giddey. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Johnson left side. Inside. Here's Holmes. And he lays it straight in.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's hope.
And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for the Washington Wizards. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
To the inside, Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And getting the positioning he wants and finishing. Love to watch Holmes work on the inside.
Down low, here's Vucevic, and that comes off the assist by Giddey.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Johnson attacking, and then Johnson with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Buzelis. He's got 6. That's tipped. And they recover it. Clock at 2. And Giddey.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Number 8, Carlton Carrington.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's White, and it's sent back by George. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Here's White. He has 7. 6 to shoot. Giddey with it. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Short. Pass to Carrington. Off target from 3-point range. Bulls trailed by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Buzelis. And the layup's good off the glass. Buzelis has got 8 points.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's ball in the corner. Fires from the wing. Drained for 2 points. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And Ball is aggressive on the offensive end. He just knows how to get to his spots out on the floor.
Here's Middleton. Pass to Champagny. And a wide open look for Shaw. And the 3 off target. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. Driving in. And Ball slams it in.
Lonzo can score. He drives like that with intent.
Shot by Champagny, no good. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Ball feeling it out a bit. And Sarr pulls it down.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And Sarr throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Giddey. A three-pointer is right on target. Giddey's got 11.
That's a confident shot from the young guard, Giddey. Love seeing him be assertive.
To the middle. Here's Sarr.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Outside Ball. And a miss there on the triple.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
2 on the clock. With 1 on the clock. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards out front. They lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And here is Poole. Hits it down to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Wizards. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's White. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And you have to reward the big man there. Vucevic, nice job of filling the lane in transition for the finish.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
They're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Buzelis with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. And he uses the glass on the lane. White's got 9.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Pass to Giddey for the tie. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
And Sarr throws it down.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. There's a screen by Collins. Ball no good. Now here's Poole. He's got 13. Middleton outside. Here's Carrington. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Wizards lead by 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Ball. Takes it off the glass. Ball's got 6.
Great read, great vision, great awareness from Lonzo Ball.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Good on the shot.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Drops in the layup for 2. Ball's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Again, big guards, that helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Here's Carrington. They grab their own miss. And he drives in. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Good work there as it goes.
Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
Pass to Poole. Back to Middleton. To the right side. Here's Carrington. 6 points for him. Here's Sarr. It's good.
Yeah, this should get like that.
From long range. 15 points in the game.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview.
Just got back from the gym.
Yeah, my boy. That was.
And here's Herder outside. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Wizards lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bulls trail by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Brian.
It's been a while. I didn't went that far.
He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Collins. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Collins. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
You see yourself on the screen? You should.
Here's Vucevic. A second chance effort. Herder on the wing. Back to Vucevic. Just 4 to shoot. Ball from long range. Drills it from outside. Bulls got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Here's Brogdon. At the elbow, it's Czar. Inside. And Czar throws it down.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
To the inside. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Hurting the defense right now is Zach Collins in these pick and roll sets.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now ball. In the corner, Collins with it. Herder with it to take the lead. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. Here's Poole. Down low. And Czar throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
On defense, Washington. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Giddy's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop it.
And here is his ball. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. And it's 13 points for Buzelis. Right wing. 1:53 left in the game. Carrington, that's good.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Back to ball. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Collins. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
How about Collins getting a big-time opportunity there?
Here's the screen. Here's Poole. And he dunks it down.
Wow, and that's a big splash from Poole.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. The lead is 2. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Both teams will make substitutions. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Pass to Song. Rebound by Smith. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up. And, boy, have they.
I had the wrong team, but these niggas don't got defense to stop these niggas, bro.
The lead to just 5.
I had the wrong team, that's all. These niggas don't got no defense.
But that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
If I had my Rockets, I definitely would have skunked their ass.
Swiped it away. And now with the fast break, Smart
Yeah,
with
way
the
up.
ball. Poole with no one around. And it's off from 3-point range. Ball with a wide open look. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Well, and this.
What? I go, that kid just gave me a BMW. What the heck? And so, you know, and what I ended up doing with it, which was amazing and so smart, is I was playing pool in Vancouver, and it was, you know, it was bothering me. I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable. And so I took it off and I put it by my jacket. And when I did that, I forgot that it was a $40,000 Hublot. Sure. And I don't have that watch anymore. Someone came along and snatched it up. That hurts. But I mean, I don't deserve to have something that expensive. I don't need to have things like that.
Josh, do you want to go on a trip to the Galapagos with me?
Do you mean the Galapagos proper or the Easter Islands, which are only accessible by the Galapagos?
Josh, I don't know. I just want to go and see beautiful islands, something rainforesty, me and you, all of the wonderful.
Man, what the fuck are they talking about?
My head, which is not small.
Phones are it, and all I
couldn't do it anymore. You know, it was just so. Because you were going through it publicly. Oh, everything was public, man. I mean, it's just crazy, you know, and yeah. So it got hard, and you know, I just had my son. You know, things were going on with my marriage. And, it was just all happening at the same time and all publicly and all of that. And I think that I just
like, and you talked about it in the doc. Like, I would love to know.
We were trying. There was
phone with an unbelievable camera.
When did it get back to the fucking
episodes that are random? They're weird. Anyway, and the truth of the matter is, you know me. As it relates to other sports, is there any?
Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Hachimura. Doncic with it. Defended by Harden. No good on his first attempt of the game. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
It's James with the drive. Oh, threw it down! Wow!
He can make you miss in more ways than just one. Ron with a nice little dribble move.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's James. Following the score by the Clippers. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's James. Out to Hachimura. Pass to James. The Clippers grab the miss.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Outside Harden. There's the drive. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. James outside. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Eubanks. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Eubanks the screen. Out to Leonard. Fires for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
The 17-footer. Doncic with the bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Back to James. Down low. Second chance effort. And Doncic with a nice bucket inside. Doncic has gotten his second bucket.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Leonard can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Doncic outside. Out to James. The three. Rebound by the Clippers. 1:33 left now in the first quarter. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Doncic. And they're on the run. And Doncic with the jam.
A terrific full-court effort from Doncic. The moment he got the ball, he just takes off.
Outside Harden. On the wing, Jones. Leonard outside. 5 to shoot. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Dunn. Offensive board. Another shot. Zubac's shot is off. Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 9-1 run. Doncic. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Here's Powell. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. "17 seconds left in the first quarter here. Hachimura left side. Takes the three. The shot no good. Now Powell. Here's Batum.
Oh, at the buzzer! Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big-time shot from him there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Clippers on top, up 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Here's Coffey. Still no points. Dunn outside. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Powell. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's James. That one's wide left.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
A drive by Powell. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And the Clippers have possession. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Uses the glass on the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. Lakers trail by 3. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Coffee can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Hachimura from long range. Right side Reddish. Pass to Hachimura. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Hachimura's got 5 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Dunn. Finished off the break. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
The Lakers with the ball. Doncic is doubled. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers lead by 5. Up to Powell. Pass to Dunn. Here's Coffee. On the clock. Jacks up a 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm. Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Outside Jones. That 3's off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Left side Reddish. And he goes in for the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Dunn. Chalk up 2 there. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
And it's Doncic missing. Now the Clippers with it. Pass to Coffee from the arc. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
There's the steal. Hachimura outside. Reddish with it. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead, up 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The Clippers lead by 5. Here's Harden. Pass to Jones. For three. Harden misses. On offense, here are the Lakers. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. Leading by 5. The shot by James, no good. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
You see the athleticism that Simmons possesses. Excellent job at just knifing his way through those small spaces.
James can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers' ball. Simmons with the bucket. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Just a total mismatch speed-wise. Love that he recognized it.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Lakers trail by 9. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Back to Simmons. To the paint. And slam dunk by Simmons.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Here's James. LeBron fires one down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Inside. It's stolen by James. Pass to Reeves. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. Reeves has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has his switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Simmons. To the inside. Here's Eubanks. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Yeah.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. 4 on the clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. James with a steal. And here's Reeves outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Harden. Driving in. And then Harden with the jam.
As dangerous a penetrator there is, Harden's understanding for when to knife inside is ridiculous.
Lets it fly. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hayes has gotten his first points in this one.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
On the wing, Harden. All alone. Eubanks gets the bucket.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's James. Misses in close. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
The Clippers lead by 6. Pass to Eubanks. Fires from deep. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers with the ball. And here's James. Powell covers. Shoots from 12. Nice work inside from James.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
On the wing, Harden. Powell in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's gotten 4 this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
James. Not going to go that time. Here's Leonard. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead. It's stolen by Leonard. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now. Keeping... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And there's James from the arc. The Clippers lead by 8. 14 feet away. Outside Jones. Up top, Powell. Pass to Leonard. Back to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simmons. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here are the Lakers now. Lynn inside. And count the basket.
Oh, wow.
He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Harden. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
That's his second personal foul.
Free throw good. Simmons. Lakers trail by 7. Here's James. And it's blocked by Harden.
Ooh, nice hustle on defense from Harden. Showing a willingness to make an impact on this end. Okay.
Number 15. Drew Eubanks.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. The Clippers lead by 7. Harden with it. Here he goes. Leonard looking around. The three is up. Rebound, the Lakers.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall. Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Three-pointer, Harden. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Lakers with it. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
I came back to LA and I started taking guitar lessons.
And that one's good. Connect.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
Here's Harden. Pass to Eubanks. Fires the three. He drops it from range. And the Clippers lead by 8.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Some changes now for the Lakers. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Doncic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic, puts pressure on the defense every possession.
And the second free throw is good. The Clippers lead by 7. Now here's Leonard. The three. No good that time. Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. That shot off. Good work defensively by Leonard.
Yo.
Harden with it. Now Doncic defending.
Yo, Meek. That nigga Meek here.
And here's Eubanks. Now Leonard. From downtown. And the three-pointer goes.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Back to Doncic. From outside the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
The Lakers with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Jones is shot.
When I found out I was auditioning for Drake and Josh, and I was so
Bullshit. Hey, what do you just want?
came in for one of the final auditions, and
I don't know. He joined the party. I think he was asking where you was at.
He probably want me to come play with them.
That was one of the first times I think he said that. I'm pretty sure I think that. I have that memory in my head.
what was your first impression of me? Was I nice?
You were very nice. I remember I was in the car afterward, and my mom was like, how do you think it went? And I was like, well, because all I cared about was going back to school and being able to tell them that I met you guys.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, it doesn't matter now. Like, it didn't matter to me if I got the part even back then. I was just like, I made it. I met them, so I get to tell everybody.
And so how soon after that do you remember, like, getting the call that you got the show?
I think it was maybe just a few days after or something like that, because I went in probably 5 times before I met you, and I got the part, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember going in and reading with you, and this has sort of always been, I don't know how you are with this, but it's always been my sort of mission, is that I've spent 95% of my life on the other side in that audition, where I'm the one sort of singing for my soup and hoping for the role. And so those rare times where you do have the part and you're going in for a chemistry test, I'm like, what can I do to make you win and comfortable and just feel, because 90% of auditions are you go and do something you've been preparing for 3 months and they go, thank you.
And then you never hear anything ever again.
And you go, do you validate? And they go, no. And you're like, oh, so I have to pay to be embarrassed.
That definitely is how they normally go.
It's terrible.
It is.
What was, I feel like over the 5 years of Drake and Josh, like, there were so many, like, great memories and so many great interactions. And then also, like, it did feel like at times, I always wanted to know what your experience was like, because, there was sometimes, it doesn't feel like there's a big gap in our age now. But then, certainly, it felt like, we were in high school and you were I was so glad that you were kind of separated from us just being like knucklehead, 16-year-olds sometimes, right?
I remember when I was doing schooling, at first you guys were with me, and then within 6 months, you both were no longer. I don't remember if it was because you graduated or if it was because.
It's a road game for the Grizzlies, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Jackson has the open look. It's 3 pointers off. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And wiry strong, Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Now, here is Halliburton. Following the miss by John Morant. Back to Halliburton. Takes it out to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
And another miss by Memphis. The Pacers off to a quick start here. Halliburton looking around. At the elbow, it's Turner. Siakam outside. And Indiana, another 3.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why. Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here's Morant. The Pacers making the shot. Driving inside. Edey gets the bucket.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Nesmith. Kicks it out to Siakam. Screen by Siakam. Halliburton for three. They get it back. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Count the basket.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. To the paint. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 6.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Mathurin. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity. Well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
Play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Out to Turner. From outside, off the mark. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Right wing. Outside, Payne. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. And a fast break now. The Pacers, he gets that one.
Halliburton has such a really good feel for the game. He knows exactly how to get his guys to step up.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Edey gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Indiana's shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Grizzlies making a switch here. And he makes the first.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
To the middle. Here's... Oh, what a play! Woo!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Pascal. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Back to Jackson. Inside. Here's Huff. Releases. Good D by Siakam.
You know, he really just tried to do a little too much there. He shouldn't be afraid to kick that one back out.
Back to Halliburton. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Indiana leading 5-5. Down low. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 6 points.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Halliburton. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And he drops it in from the low post. Halliburton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And it's the Pacers with the ball. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Edey with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Morant's with the bucket.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
Maybe try yoga. Maybe try film. Like, that's the beauty of a liberal arts education, right? It's like, it's not teaching you how.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
At the top of the key, Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Indiana moving it around. Indiana needs to get a shot off. On its way from Turner for 2. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Man, I love watching Turner pull up for the jumper. Always helps to have a bigger guy who can shoot the ball.
Here's Edey. Tries yet again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Edey's got 4 points in the quarter. Siakam up top. Halliburton right side. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Siakam. Wells with the steal. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Here's Halliburton. Now Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Clock at 4. To the inside. Neesmith. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And so Neesmith nails both of them.
probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Wells off with the layup. He made it. He got it big time.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. Halliburton outside. Back to Mathurin. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Checks out for a three-point play. That one's on Morant.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact. Somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Right side, Mathurin. A three-pointer is right on target. Mathurin's got 8 points.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot. That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Halliburton outside. Left side, Turner. Siakam outside. Outside, Mathurin. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Jackson from long range. It's good from long range. Jackson's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Siakam, high post. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Points for him.
He's so dangerous.
I don't know why he's so upset about it. I was on a plane, and I went into the bathroom on the plane, and all of a sudden, like 2 seconds after,
You said that I what? Let's do it. All right, but hey, what no say? Why wouldn't niggas play with the Lakers?
I'm back.
What no say? What no said. Yeah. So he ain't caking doing no corny shit.
Hey, word for word, bar for bar, nigga. You said it.
I be doing stand up shit.
Nigga. Word for word, bar for bar. I never seen a nigga do that.
Said what, Skip? No, it's like everybody. It's like it's team. I mean, it's like we just play with the NBA teams, but everybody play on one player though. Hey, she look good, folks. You heard me? Hey, Mert.
Where the fuck that nigga go?
I'm trying to see if shorty ass look good or not. Yo, I thought we had some milk up in this bitch.
Yo ass got a boozer.
Who said what, Steve? Who said what, folks?
Nigga said a Bulls team.
How long that shit gonna take?
How you get that boozer? Fuck,
Hell
I need
yeah.
to go.
Hey, how long that shit about to take?
Who? Who talking about?
You do that raffle. I could play. I can run out of play now game.
Hell nah, hell nah. What we doing? What the fuck we waiting on? Oh, what the fuck?
Where he at?
I'm about to call him.
Cause I'm streaming right now. I ain't about to have my viewers just looking at loading and no, just
How
home
many how
stream.
many views you got?
I got one now because they leaving. I had like 10.
Damn. Yo.
I'm about to end this shit though,
Yo,
man.
we ready for you? Oh, you out, gang?